So get this. A lot of the gangs in their original form were more like clans. Clans of the original people who first came here, and one of the ways we kept balance on the planet and things was and kept things organized were when we degenerated more, because when we first got here we were gods. We were flying, telekinesis, power, all that. But then over the years, like we've went through a form of alchemy, which is the process of converting something into its base form, or to the 0 point, which is nothingness, and converting it into a total different energy. Taking one energy and baselining it, zero lining it, which is the 0 point energy, which is the energy of nothingness, and converting it into completely different energy. That is alchemy, or converting one substance into its base substance, which is the basis of what cooking cocaine or meth is, and purifying. It's all science. It's science. So, and they know how to take base substances and elements and convert them into others to make chemical compounds and other things. That's all scientists are, and especially your elite scientists. I ain't talking about the everyday scientists you see. You can probably go to a science lab, you see on social media, you see scientists on media. They got shorts and videos and whatnot. But now I'm talking about the elite scientists, but them scientists that do shit for real to conjure up certain things and make certain things and put them out to people, and like cocaine and things for the have. And not even just cocaine, but certain spells and potions and concoctions. I'm talking about now, again, I'm talking about the elite now, because even these little base scientists probably know how to, you probably get you a scientist that work at a university, and them next level, and he'd probably know how to do some good cocaine. You see, that's where the thing Breaking Bad came from, the TV show Breaking Bad. But anyway, so that's basically what alchemy is. Now, I was saying that all these gangs or original gangs were ways for us to form and communicate and keep balance and keep things organized after we fell to a certain frequency where we degenerated even from the ancient Egyptians, where we became Mayans and Aztecs and Incas and all those were clans that we used to have as black people, the original people, during our very, very early stages of coming and descending to this planet. Even after we were gods, even after we were Egyptian. I'm talking about this is the generation when we became Mayans and Incas and Choctaw, and Navajo and Cherokee and all that. All that they say that was Indians, $5 Indians. No, them were clans that the original people, black people, Aboriginal. No, not Aboriginal. Aboriginal is cursing black, but the original people. The Eve, the very dawn, the very beginning of something. Eve, the Eve gene is the great mother, the black woman gene, where she has the immortal stem cells which live even after she's dead, and scientists know this. Okay, so I'm talking about when we became, and then we became colored people, colored folk. Then we became urban people, and then we degenerated all the way to what? No, and then it went to black people. Now it degenerated all the way to nigga. Because now we are at our lowest point where niggas and black folks just they just act crazy. That's just because this is the generation process. This is all prophecy. So yeah, it may be wrong with black people out here, and all of them, half of them, 99% of them act like, and so do white people and all kind of people do. But I'm saying us as a people, we at that form, because this is prophecy where the black person would degenerate all the way to nothing, where he wouldn't even know himself, between his mind, between his butt and his brain. He wouldn't know himself. He'd just be spiritually dead inside, on ultimate survival mode, always trying to look for the next, drink or the smoke or crack, or always into it with baby mamas and never having together households. I mean, even Mexicans and white people more put together in that. And when you come to that, having households and having peace in the households, and I'm not talking about the ones that hang out with black people, because those are the lowest grade of white people, of you white people. And so they the ones that be hanging out with us. But even the middle class ones know not to fuck with us. I'm talking about not the ones that's so-called on our level, the poor level, the bottom tier of the food chain. I'm talking about the ones that live in the suburbs and own up, the ones that can take 3, 4, 5 vacations a year, the ones that got 2 car garages and 2 cars in them. Nigga, black people We be having 2 car garage, man. Our mama left us with not no cars in it, nigga. Our shit be in the driveway if we have one. So basically, these are the degenerated forms, and these are what the original gangs used to be. Ways for us to organize and keep things organized on the planet after we fell into, I say, when we was the Incas, when we had the more tribal names and whatnot. So but I was just sitting here realizing, I said, so with that being said, you would think the GDs stand for what? What color do the GDs wear? Black. Okay, what color is God? This carbon, this black substance. God, we on this channel, we talk about, we know that black people, we as black people are not black people, but melanated, which is carbon, but it is the black substance, carbon, the primordial source, the primordial substance, the primordial waters of Noon. They showed you this in Greek mythology, which is what the river Styx is. They said if you dip yourself into the river Styx, you can become immortal, which is what Achilles did, which is why he could never die, because his mom, it was a goddess, dipped him into the river Styx, but dipped everything but his heel. That's why when he in the battle of Trojan War, they King Prince Hector shot him with the bow and arrow through his ankle, and he died, because every part of him was immortal except the ankle. That's how he died. So they everywhere they talk about this primordial substance, this black substance, which were gods. So because in the beginning, everything there was darkness, there was chaos, which was black matter, the dark substance, carbon. Carbon is the basis of which all life is formed. Without carbon, nothing could exist. They showed you this in the movie Lucy, when she reached 100% of her brain capacity, and she turned all the way to black, and then she disappeared. She just disappeared and merged with the ethers, with the everything. Because it is an illusion to see things from separate, to see this wall from that wall. In the fifth dimension, two walls put together, how we would have to look at a wall and then go over, we'd have to walk around or go from area view to see the other wall. In the fifth dimension, you can see both of them walls, you can walk through the walls, transparent through the wall. So it's about the dimension you're on with. This realm this is the Garden of Eden. This has been taken to the lowest density. When it was on the highest density it was on, which is the 999th dimension. This is when we was gods floating and everything. Even when we first came to this earth, they said the gods came to the earth. They always have these mythologies about gods coming to the earth. That was us. And notice all the humans in the mythology they just showed you when the gods came to earth, all the humans was what? White people. In Greek mythology, all the humans, Percy them, his mama, all them white. In any mythology you look, Norse mythology, when Odin them, they showed you even in the movies, when first Odin them, Thor and them first went to Earth, and all Loki and them went to Earth, it was all white people. The only one was black, and even in the movie, and that was the Avengers, was Nick Fury, because they showing you, they got to show you that black people are where all these superpowers and stuff come from. That's why they always have the one black person, and he be more famous than everybody. Nick Fury, you can't say Nick Fury ain't more famous than Hulk, Thor, and all them. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. If you really think about it, Nick Fury more famous than all of them. In all the movies, they show you black people in these superhero movies, but they always show the black person. Like even in Hancock, they gave you Hancock. Black Lightning. They get in all these movies. Even when the white people be superheroes, they at least show you a black person. Remember in the movie they came out with, Shazam, they had the one little black boy that was in there, and I think that was their brother, their foster brother. Billy Batson, they gave you Black Adam. So what I'm saying is, I was looking at, I was saying, so GD, what color do the GDs wear? Black, which represents carbon, which represents God, the God substance. That's God. Dark matter, darkness is everywhere. Carbon, we are everywhere. We are everywhere. We cannot be destroyed. We are immortal beings. So darkness was there even before light. That's the primordial source, it's primordial chaos, or what they call God. Okay, so GDs were black. Okay, so but when I told you, then they became gangs. The government converted them from these sophisticated tribal organizations and converted them into gangs, which was when they was like that. The origin of the GDs was a group of black gods, and we came all together and we had strategies, plans, and things we could do if we seen the enemy, because we knew who the enemy was. White person and anybody that looks like them had the same hair as them. Javanigans, Arabs, Caucasians, Russians, all of them got that same silky hair, and all of them got that skin that don't go here and it's not black, it's not carbon. So they in natural beings. They are Neanderthal beings. They are created beings. They are a non-sentient being who has no consciousness but only operates off of life force, ki, ojas, the primordial substance, which is your spirit, which is the spirit. That's all the spirit is, the life force that emanates all living beings. If it breathes, it has ki in it. It has spirit in it. Even grass grow, even nature grows. So it is alive. It breathes. It drinks. Pour water in the plant, it drinks, it breathes, it eats. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Okay, so then was the GDs. So the color of the GDs where it's black, that represents carbon. Now, when they converted it into these gangs and stuff, when they first started these gang wars, which was when they told you, there was a group of government agents and assassins who would go around the hood, and the hood, which is when they first started integrating in subjugation, and when they first started making these, when we degenerated into more lower forms like blacks and niggas, which was when they started, which when they had our lower forms, so we can't fight them, we can fight them physically, but at a point now they have subjugated and became more superior. They had guns, they formed, and plus the most important thing they did was take away our mind first, which when they came with the crack and all the drugs and substances that they flew over here, and we started doing it. And we started doing it and taking these things. So you gotta understand, they got us to a point so low, so degraded. It should go deep. They got us to a point so low, so degraded where they have now altered our minds and gave us chemical compounds, weed, and then chemically engineered the food that also further everything you have to look at as a attack on us, a weapon against us. Everything has been weaponized against the black people because we are the greatest. Even on the physical, we were the greatest, and they told you that when we had Egypt and all that. And before they was here, we were here. So the greatest civilization that ever been in history, and even they would say has been Egypt, which is in Africa, which means black people ruled there. You got to put things together. So we was even greater than them on this physical, which means we are if you as above, so below. So if we are the greatest on the physical, which is as it should be, then we are the greatest in the cosmos, in the spirit. There it is. And the reason we don't look more superior to them is because of mental thing. They put spells on us. They did a number of things. Weaponized food, water, anything we deem to use, put in our hair, eat, drink. It's all been weaponized. It's all been weaponized. Any substances we take, drug, alcohol, all weaponized. And then on top of that, they cast spells.